Hey everybody! Welcome to some new Entropia content. Here I am at the oil rig. It's nice. My video yesterday, probably a big help from Raven Jade. She gave me a shout out on her show and all of a sudden I got flooded with views on my video yesterday, so really appreciate that, everyone. So for today, I haven't really played the game since I left off yesterday. As you can tell, I'm still at the oil rig. Looks like quite a few people have been running around with the what is that, the maze from Siren. And that gives you the extra speed boost. If anyone hasn't figured that out yet, it's a good tool to have. What I usually like to do sometimes is buy the fucking perfected speed ring and then combine it with that axe, and man, you're running fast. It almost borderline vehicle speed. Can outrun mobs. Yeah, so, I don't know, I haven't really seen too much in the way of oil coming out of this rig. It's probably because there's a lot of people here. As soon as it hits the ground, it's gone like 2 seconds. Maybe even 1 second. Or less. Now, I'm a little bit tired this morning. I woke up early and started doing some presentations about the recent earthquake in Alaska. So I was doing a gravity well map special on that. Didn't get many viewers, so I figured maybe it was too early in the morning. I know a couple guys are really into the gravity well research, but I haven't done it in a while because I took a break from it to do video game stuff. I don't like to do super serious stuff all the time because it gets a little bit annoying. Alright, so figure maybe let's get back to a shy. I'm pretty sure if I just hit T now, it's going to fucking send me to a place that has no teleporter. Or maybe it'll send me to the place with the teleporter. That'd be nice. Let's try that. Oh yeah, and big shout out to all the viewers. Some of them were saying that they hadn't been to this oil rig ever because the Russian snipers kept killing them. And I don't know what happened to the Russian snipers. Maybe they found somewhere else to get better loot, so they just ditched this place. Or maybe they quit playing the game. If anyone knows what happened to the Russians, can you tell me? Maybe CNN got to them. Oh yeah, what else news was there? Another nice guy posted to help me out. I screwed up when I was talking about that map, and I was thinking there was something weird with it. So what you can do is you can go up here, and that'll show you where the oil rig is. So I just forgot about clicking that button. It had been a while since I've been on Calypso, and I never bother hitting these. So yeah, that's where it is. But still, same thing I was kind of saying is, really, that doesn't say oil rig or anything, so if I was Mindark, maybe I would add some letters saying oil rig so people could find it and start doing PvP. Yeah, there was one guy in the chat saying, oh, just because the Russians are gone doesn't mean no one will kill you, because he was still killing people, he said, for fun. So you better watch for that guy. I don't know, to me, to be honest, this is kind of neat to like run around looking for oil, but the amount of time that you spend here doing this, there's so many other things that you could be doing to make pet in the game that would make it faster. So this is kind of like waiting in line for bread, or like waiting for the next hand in Poker Stars, or waiting for the welfare check to come. Like really, if you want to just go to start buying and reselling stuff, you can make way more than doing this. But this is kind of fun. And like you say you're like in a competition with all your friends to see who can get a barrel of oil, and you come here and compete with each other and maybe, well, not place bets, but maybe just do it for like, for bragging rights, be like, haha, I got the oil before you did, sort of thing. But yeah, and Raven Jade has some new shirts that she put for sale on a store that she designed for her show and stuff to help support her channel. So I ordered a shirt already, and I hope everyone else does too. I don't know, the shipping time on the shirt was saying sometime in August, because I'm in Canada. I was kind of hoping the t-shirt store would be in Canada, but it was the States, so pretty sure if anyone's in the States, you might be able to get it a little bit quicker than I will. Excuse me. Now I also started designing shirts and putting them in my shop too, the Society 6 link in the chat below. But I think Raven Jade put a lot more time into the design of her shirts. It's got some cool graphics. Mine is just letters. And it's my show saying that finishing quickly, or finishing quick, is my specialty. Yeah, maybe I should have put quickly. I don't know. Finishing quick has a nice ring to it too, and it fit better on the graphic. Maybe I'll swing by the old oil rig, see what's been happening there. I haven't been there in a long time, so I'm almost guaranteed that nothing's happening there. Alright, so let's go there. Fuck is going on? Oh, for some reason I just couldn't move there for a second. Hey, that's a nice ship. I haven't seen that one around too much before. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I was gonna try to see. I don't know, I wouldn't mind to get the blueprints to make that ship. Normally what I would do is drag the icon out and then view the information for the vehicle, but I can't now with these new controls. So it's kind of annoying. It is looking like what the game did is they sent me to a location that has no teleporter. So they have fucked me over. I'm pretty sure MindArc did this on purpose so that you couldn't just like... I don't know why you would do that, eh? Why would you send someone to a place that has no teleporter? For God's sakes, Turret, could you defend me from the fucking T-Rexes? So I don't even want to spawn my vehicle here, it's gonna get fucking damaged. So I don't know, maybe if MindArc's watching these videos, if you design the game so that when you die at the oil rig, and you get sent to a place that has no teleporter, and you're either trapped here or fucked because you have no vehicle, it really sucks. So that's one of those things where you've designed the game, so instead of being fun, it's fucking annoying as hell. So maybe you could alter that a little, so you could change it so when you die, you spawn at a place that has a teleporter. People are like, oh, I enjoy this game now. Isn't that fucking great? I'll keep playing it. But luckily I'm so addicted to Entropia, even when they do fucking annoying shit like sending me to a place that has no teleporter, at least I have a vehicle that I can rectify the situation. See, look, this guy's looking at me, so as soon as I put the vehicle down, he's gonna run at it and fucking try to destroy it. Then I lose ped. So this is fucking annoying. Not only did they send me in a place that I can't fucking use a teleporter, they sent me to a place I can't even spawn a vehicle without it getting destroyed. Sons of bitches. Nah, instead of bitching, I'll try to get this done. I'll just go quick. If I finish quick, then I won't get any damage. Yes! I remembered the buttons. Alright, so I made it off the ground without dying. Sweet. Yeah, see, look at this. Why didn't they just respawn me at a shy? For some reason they respawn you over there. I'm thinking it's because it's slightly closer, but God, maybe MindArc could just program it so it fucking works properly. Maybe they're like, hey, it'd be cool to make people have to waste oil to get back to the teleporter. But see, that's the danger you run when you're making a game too difficult. It's like, I don't know, difficulty's kind of okay in some cases, but if it's just plain annoying and makes you want to turn the game off, it's probably not a good thing to put in the game. Especially if you want them to stay using it and fucking actually deposit money in. They'll be like, hey, I'm having fun, I'll deposit money. Or be like, hey, I'm fucking having an annoying time, always having to fucking spawn my vehicle and fly back to the teleporter. So yeah, and then people would be like, oh, I'll just close the game and play another game that's fun instead. So that's one advantage I think Nintendo had, is when they started making their games more fun, it gave them the edge over their competition. Now, I still haven't heard any news about MindArc hosting any conventions within the Entropia universe. Hoping that they go for that. I was thinking really one episode I should tell everyone about Cybertown. I know, for me, how I found out about Entropia, Oh shit, yeah, maybe I'll wait until I get all that. Now I've got some props that I was going to do for a story about how I found out about Entropia. Now maybe I'll just show off the props next time. No, so what happened was I used to play MMOs all the time, and then I was like, man, I want some sort of virtual universe MMO. So then I was typing if there's any free ones. I think I tried a couple different free ones, and then I came across Cybertown. I was like, man, Cybertown was a fucking amazing MMO, just like Entropia, but it was like well before Entropia's time. And it had everything that Entropia does, except they didn't make everything cost-ped. And the reason being was the only thing you could really spend your money on in Entropia, or in Cybertown, was people would get apartments. And that was the nice thing about Cybertown too. They gave every citizen an apartment. So it's like you got to pick where your apartment was, what kind of building you wanted to move into and stuff. And what they would do is they'd show the available apartments and you had to pick one from the available ones left. And then that was the thing too, they had their apartments set up as the guild. So wherever you lived, that's what guild you were in. And then the only thing that you could buy in Cybertown was they had like this auction area, sort of like Twin Peaks. And when you would go there, you could buy stuff that they'd be selling. And they would sell limited items like furniture and stuff. And if you stood there at the auction, you could get it at TT price. And then all you had to do is wait a week, and everyone who wanted that furniture but wasn't logged in that day would start paying a premium to get the items that you got. So what I would usually do in Cybertown is buy up some of the coolest furniture, stock my oh my god, I hit the wrong button. So I would stock it up with the furniture, and then after it went up in value a bit, I'd bring it back to that marketplace and then just sell it. Oh yeah, and the other thing they did with Cybertown is every time you logged into the game, they give you a little bit of their currency. But the weird thing with Cybertown is there was no real cash economy, other than at one point in time, they did add a monthly fee. So as soon as they added that monthly fee, a lot of players started looking for a new alternative, and that's how I found Entropia. I was like, oh, there is another free one, let's try it out. And then I was like, boom, found Entropia. So what I was getting at with Cybertown is Cybertown not only had that apartments, they had the Twin Peaks area, but they also had a convention space area where you could go to a real Star Trek convention. And what they would do, you know when you have Mindark employees that have that little symbol above their head that says Mindark, so you know they're a real employee? They did that in Cybertown, but with the celebrities. So above them it would say like verified Deanna Troi, or verified Patrick Stewart or something. So then there would really be a celebrity controlling an avatar walking around in the convention. So it was just like a real convention. You could get in lines to speak to them and stuff. And forget all the other stuff you could do at the convention because it was many years ago. But man, it was packed with players. Like, I don't know, like how big the Cybertown community was compared to Entropia. I could be wrong in saying, but I'm pretty sure it was like 100 times bigger, maybe even 1,000 times bigger. It was ridiculous. Maybe it just seems like that because Entropia is so huge. Maybe all the players are spread out. I don't know, is there like a roster that shows how many players are in Entropia right now? I'm trying to use the teleporter. There we go. Trying to remember where the old other oil rig used to be. I'm pretty sure this map trick isn't going to work. Yeah, let's swing by Camp Icarus. Can't remember where that place was. Maybe I'll look it up on Entropia Zine, or not Zine, Wikipedia later. Yeah, if you want to check out Entropia Zine, it's in the links below. Yeah, Raven Jade was asking her stream yesterday if anyone wanted to watch her doing a live stream on YouTube. I was thinking of doing that at 1.2, but I need to get some more viewers, so Any Entropian players that happen to be watching my shows, don't forget to post a comment that you're watching or give it a like. I noticed the one video I did, it's like no one liked it, and I didn't get any comments, and then I went into Entropia and I had like 40 people, or not 40, 4 people asking me like, oh, that was a great episode, can you make more? It's like, guys, if you want me to make more and stuff, at least give the video a like so that I know someone's watching, right? I guess it's cool when I log into Entropia and I find out people are watching, but really, if I didn't log into Entropia that day, I wouldn't even have known. I would have just thought nobody watched it. Because usually if a whole video has tons of views, but no one likes it or puts a comment, I'm assuming they just closed it and didn't watch it. Now, I shouldn't be so demanding, sorry. If you guys want to watch the videos and don't like it and don't comment, it's okay. I won't fucking freak out about it. Yeah, last night was pretty intense. Yeah, they were talking about some sort of mankini protest here, but I don't see anything like that going on. Maybe that was a while ago. I never did hear back from that guy who said he was going to buy the mankini. So I'm not sure what happened to him. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's on Arcadia, that's why. Yeah, I was thinking if he's on Arcadia and he wants to buy the mankini, that's probably where I'm going to fly next. But I have a feeling it's been so many days, he probably already found another one on auction. Hey, is anyone able to post in the chat? Do they have a mankini and are they able to private trade it? I'm pretty sure, like, if you look at my items list, it's blanked out, right? And when I tried to put it in my shop, it said I couldn't because it was blanked out. So I'm wondering, is that same thing going to happen if I try to private trade? I know I can place it in the auction for sale, so I don't know what's the deal with that. I did private trade a mankini with Bonnie once, but that was when we were on Next Island, so that wasn't blanked out then. Now, I don't know what's the deal with Camp Icarus. I know maybe a lot of people that are new players are here, and I think they run over and do some sort of wave event. I've tried it out before, but I don't get it. Is it actually profitable? I don't think I've ever made profits on it. Maybe some of these players are brand new players and they're just sweating these creatures. That looks like a little bit of what's going on here. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. If anyone's wondering a good place to meet a whole bunch of new players, maybe get some disciples, it's probably a good place. Camp Icarus. Here, what I'm going to do is close this. I noticed yesterday I didn't notice it was open because my mind sort of blocks out anything that's annoying me. So fuck man, I should have had that closed yesterday. Did the whole video of some stupid mission from Monria on the screen. I think what happens is Monria is linked to Calypso, so any missions that you have open don't automatically close because technically you're still on the same planet, I guess, or same system. Yeah, let's drop by Ole 42, see if there's anything going on there yet. I was hoping to show you guys a really good sweat circle here. Oh, and that was the other thing I forgot to mention too, is I actually played with this player a lot when I was doing sweating. She was one of the people that would heal the sweat circles. So if anyone's into sweating, try to remember her. She was really nice. Ah, there it is. Kiku, that's it. Mother, wife, friend, and founder. You will be missed. I better not read that too much or I'm going to start tearing up. Too late. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that happened last night. I was starting to do the dream work again. God, was it fucking annoying. I think I've had like maybe a dream Every time I've done the dream work since quitting cannabis, every time the first dream is a fucking horrible nightmare. And this is really weird because usually I don't have nightmares very often. Like maybe I'll get a nightmare once a month or something, so to have them consecutively every night, every time when I first go to sleep is a little bit concerning. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Now this dream, I don't know, it was pretty graphic, so I don't even really want to talk about it, but I guess I should tell it. It was fucked up. Alright, I'm gonna swing by Zephyrus. I'm sick of this place. Oh. Yeah, he's talking about Mindark banning the Bikini. It's banned on every planet. Oh yeah, so he already knows. What's AG? Ancient Greece. Okay. Yeah, I noticed I was able to wear mine until I flew to the space station. As soon as I got to the space station, then it unequipped it. I'll tell him that maybe that will change. That's okay. No, I'm gonna tell him that's actually good. That's okay. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe this is actually good in a way. I'll try to transmute some bad shit happening into good. Now I can use this as proof. Be like, come on, Mindark, you bastards. Your fucking planet partner released a really good item, and you fucked everyone over. Oh, there we go. Not to give Mindark a hard time or anything, but how many players are going to come into the game, not read those fucking notifications on other websites outside of the game, so that they won't even find out, and then they invest all their real money, make all these bikinis, go to trade them and wear them and everything, and they're fucking banned. So yeah, like really you guys need to fucking fix that situation. Like at the point where you allowed it to be added to the game, I think either you should remove it from the game or still have the item. So it's like if you remove it from the game, I'm hoping I get some compensation. Because I fucking invested a lot of ped into that. Well, not really that much ped, but still it's annoying as fuck. Yeah, so I'll try to be nice to that guy. He was pretty cool. Alright, so did I use the teleporter? Not yet. Oh yeah, it's that fucking dream. God, was it annoying. It's like I had a dream that I was sleeping in bed. You ever have that fucking dream? It's the worst dream because it's like that movie Inception, where you dream something that's realistic, so you can't really tell if you're dreaming or if you're awake, sort of thing. If anyone hasn't seen the movie Inception, I highly recommend it. I got a whole story about how I watched it. It was fucked. Hey, what the hell? What is this place? I don't think I intended to come here. I clicked the wrong teleporter. Maybe I'll try crafting here. There's a bar here? Okay, this is clearly too many stairs. I'm already fucking annoyed. Screw this teleporter. What is this? Block 9? What are these, like shops or something? Now, I thought it was going to Zephyrus. I don't even know where I clicked. Oh, Zycon or something. Yeah, so anyways, I was dreaming that I was just sleeping like normal. And then all of a sudden that fucking demon was there again. The one that I've been dreaming about the fucking past few nights. Son of a bitch, guess what he fucking does? Fucking grabs me right by the balls. I was like, what the fuck? I'm trying to sleep and someone just grabbed my balls. Not in a good way. He fucking starts crushing them. I was like, you son of a bitch, right? So I was like, I don't know, it was weird. In my dream, I'm like, I'll just ignore it. And then I think the demon sort of got pissed because he's like fucking reefing on him to try to like get me to make some sort of reaction. And then I just woke up and I'm like, holy fuck, what the hell kind of dream was that, right? So I don't know, after that I went back to sleep and I had a whole bunch of other dreams, but there were ones that you can't remember. I just fucking like flashes images and woke up and I couldn't remember any of them. But the only part that was graphic and that I could remember was that whole fucking beginning, and I was like, Jesus, if this keeps happening, I don't know, I'm probably gonna have a drink of booze before I go to bed just to suppress the dreams. If you could only have been more bit gentle. No, to clarify, I usually never get anything dream like that. That was like the most fucked up dream I've ever had. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this dream experiment lately, but not getting the results I was looking for. Let's do a little bit of a crafting run to see what's new on Calypso. Crafting. Nanocubes. Now I'm thinking I really need to check my Anubis amulet to see what's going on with it. Because the only time, well, the first time I ever had the demon dream is when I started to find out about the Anubis amulet. Holy fuck. But I don't even really want to get into that too much because it's all this fucking ancient mystery stuff. I'm going to try to keep it separate from Entropia. Alright, now, actually, let me check the auctioneer and see what's new. Sometimes I like to swing by the auctioneer and just look at the what's new in the estates. So, I guess competides are still for sale. I could have swore that Mindark should have removed those from the game by now. So I don't know what's going on with that. Did anyone else invest in Compet? I was one of the big Compet investors. I fucking loaded all my pet into Compet deeds. Kept them for, I can't remember, a year or two. Didn't make a fucking penny off them. Not one peck. And then as soon as I got rid of them, they started exchanging it for people to get other shit. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I kept them for fucking 2 years and I didn't get shit. So that was one of the cases where I'm like, you gotta be really careful with Mindark and their deeds. As soon as those Arcadia Moon deeds came out, I was like, I'm not fucking touching those with a 10-foot pole. And I should have thought about that with the Ancient Greece, but I was like, I love Ancient Greece so much, I wanted to invest in it, so it was a little bit of my emotions got the best of me, but I fucking should have known. Now the whole deal too is Arcadia deeds did good, Calypso land deeds did good, so for a while there was some good history. And then it just went down the tubes, right into the shitter. I can't remember how many Compet deeds I got. I think it was thousands of them. I can't even remember. And it was pissing me off so much because I was broke in the game the whole time waiting for Compet to start, and it never fucking did. No, Compet, I don't know if anyone heard the whole story about that. Mindark came so close to becoming like the next biggest billionaire company. You know why? Because Compet in, Pokemon Go? Like, fuck, that whole situation, like, when they came out with Compet, was right after, like, right around the time that Pokemon Go came out, so it was like, Pokemon Go was fucking so popular, made that Niantic company a shitload of money. Everyone thought it was Nintendo that made it. No, it was a different company. Niantic, I think it is. I don't know if they just had the license for Pokemon, or maybe they're the original Pokemon license owners. I used to be into Pokemon when I was a teenager, but I haven't really been following the movies for a while. I used to get really wasted and go watch them in the movie theaters because they're so trippy. Alright, so there's a couple towers and stuff for sale. See if they got any interesting land areas. Oh yeah, they've got a land area for sale. So if anyone wanted to see what a land area for sale looks like, holy, even one of the spaceport deeds is for sale. Man, there's some really cool shit on the auction right now. I think who was saying in their Entropia videos, once the events start, people put all their best assets on the auction for sale and just let it go dirt cheap. Because they're trying to raise money for that fucking event. So that's why you gotta try not to be too impatient in Entropia. If you're impatient, that's when you lose PED the most. Now I really wish Windark would change the name of the currency soon. It's like I almost feel like every time I'm yelling the name PED, I'm wondering what my neighbors are thinking, right? They're like, oh, he's on the computer and he's yelling PED all the time. Fuck. So that must be something with the translation in Sweden. They're like, they had no idea what fucking PED means in America. Or they did and they just did it anyways, I don't know. Like, hey, isn't it cool? Project Entropia dollars. Sounds really cool. Let's make it into an acronym. Yeah, maybe it's the same thing would happen with Star Trek Discovery. It's like, did they not realize that every Star Trek gets made into an acronym? So they didn't even say their fucking show name aloud in an acronym? It's like Star Trek STD. Oh god. Yeah, so that's some pretty cool properties that are for sale. Now, if I had the money to buy estates, I probably wouldn't. Just because, like, if you look at, what is it here, Rogue Plains or Ametheria Outback or whatever the fuck that says. It's like, why couldn't they just make the fucking names easier to pronounce? Well, I can't pronounce any name, so it probably wouldn't help me, but maybe it would help other people. Now, if you, like, take a look at the cost of that, right? Well, that won't show the cost. Like, that's quite a bit of PED that you're going to be paying to buy this thing. And if you compare that amount of money to how many Calypso land deeds you could buy, and then you just collect the revenue from the land deeds, not even having to do anything, I bet you it works out to more profit than what it actually would be is if you bought the land area and then just started collecting the tax. I don't know, if anyone's ever had a land area, I'd love to see a video on YouTube about what it's like to own one. Like, let's see what the profits are actually like from these things. Like, everyone's like showing the spreadsheets or whatever of profits. It's like, I don't really care about that. I want to see what your day-to-day revenue is, and an actual screenshot of like you playing the game, showing how much fucking revenue you're collecting. That'd be pretty sick. Alright, so with this spaceport, I don't think I've ever seen the deed for one of these. Now, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but Mindark fucked the owners of this over too. What they did way long ago is they had the Athena, or the spaceports in general, and what it was, I'm pretty sure when space travel was first being implemented in Entropia, they decided to have these spaceports, and they were going to make those the locations, the only location where people could take off from. And I don't know if there was going to be some sort of fees involved, so that the person who owned the spaceport could collect the tax from people taking off. But then Entropia changed their mind after they sold the spaceports. It was like, oh, you can just take off anywhere, the spaceports are useless now. Yeah, maybe I'll go check out a spaceport. It'd be funny if that's where I just was. So I'm thinking the only reason people buy and resell the spaceports now is because they're really cool looking. It's like a giant base. And I think what happened too is Mindark realized that they fucked the owners of those spaceports really hardcore. So they gave them, what was it, an unlimited thruster. So anyone who bought one of those actually has an unlimited thruster that they can just repair, not have to keep making new ones. I'm pretty sure that's the deal. If anyone wants to put in the comments below if that's what happened or not. Athena Spaceport. Wait a minute, isn't that the place I was just diving? Well, this doesn't make any sense. I'm getting them mixed up. So what the hell did they buy here? Is it one of these buildings that's for sale? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. One of these Athena Spaceport shops. I'm getting them confused with another spaceport. North Space Base A and B? What the fuck? Now that's one thing Mindark really needs to work on to improve the game. I noticed other planets have started doing it. Yeah, these are the spaceports I was talking about. Sorry, I thought this was the Athena spaceport. I got it mixed up. So anyways, yeah, this is where the people bought these spaceports, and I'll give you a quick tour. I can't remember, I think I was dealing sweat with someone buying and reselling, and they owned one of the spaceports, so they kept getting me to meet them there. I was like, meet you at the spaceport? What the fuck is it? So, hey, is this Raven Jade's? That'd be funny if I just walked to hers randomly. I don't think Raven ever said she owned a spaceport. Maybe she did and I forgot. Yeah, see, that's how I do things. I do things backwards by accident. It's like most people would be like, hey, I'm gonna go find a Raven spaceport and show people. But it's like, no, me, I just happen to forget that she had one, randomly walk around and end up there. Can see why I'm so good at exploring ancient mystery sites? It's like people put me in charge of finding something. It's like I'm Forrest Gump. I fucking just end up there. Yeah, so when you buy one of these spaceports, yeah, this is her shop. Holy shit. What are the fucking odds of that, right? It's like, Raven, do you own all the spaceports? Yeah, watch, she owns all of them, and that's how I ended up at it. I doubt that, though. Yeah, so when you own a spaceport, isn't this cool? You get your own auction trader, you get your own local trader. So I used to deal sweat with a guy that would fucking... He would just hang out in his own spaceport. Yeah, do you have a crafting terminal? Oh, that's fucking sick. Now, I swear to God I didn't fucking go to the spaceport and find out she had it first and go to it back and pretend that it was an accident. What the fuck? Now, all the weird coincidences these days is kind of like freaking me out, but hey, you just gotta go with it, I guess, right? Oh, weird, weird, weird. Right, I don't see a crafting terminal, so I guess I won't be doing any crafting here. But if anyone wanted to see what one of the spaceports looks like, I think it's kind of neat, right? Like, shit, I would buy one. I don't know for the price, though. That was kind of a little bit on the pricey side. Let's see, how much were they asking again? Man, today's episode's turning out to be hilarious. Well, for me, anyway. Before I laugh anymore, let's get a quick message from the sponsor. Today's show was brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Alright, we're back, everybody. Now, let's check out the estate deeds. Now, that was a pretty good coincidence of events there, right? Like, I just randomly checked the fucking space deeds, or the estates, and then when I was doing that, there just happened to be a fucking, a spaceport. So that isn't the same thing. That's why. So, no, technically this isn't the price for one of these places. I was gonna say, because that'd be too cheap, I would buy it. Yeah, so, the Athena spaceport, let me check that. Oh, it's an avatar statue deed. I didn't even see that at the beginning. Fuck, I always skip shit. I gotta stop doing that. Remember that fucking, the other post I made about Mondria being new sale because I skipped some of the fucking chat? God, I gotta stop doing that. No, that was actually my concussion expert warned me. She said after you get a severe concussion, you'll be looking at stuff and you won't even see it. And I'll be like, why? And she's like, well, it's something to do with how your brain maps things. It's like after a serious injury, it maps it slightly different, and then eventually it'll go back to mapping the way it used to. So I can like look at things and not even see them sometimes. It's kind of annoying. It's starting to get a little bit less. 2 years fucking later. Alright, so yeah, that's how I ended up there. Wow, what a weird coincidence. Okay. Yeah, so we should probably ask Raven Jade in the chat, maybe if she's able to post it, or maybe she can do a video on her channel in the future. Give us some information about how she ended up getting the spaceport. That'd be sick. I wouldn't mind to hear that story. Yeah, maybe we should collaborate and do a video sometimes. Yeah, she was saying she watches my channel, so I really appreciate that. No, I believe she said that she listens to my channel while she plays the game. Now, that's why when I do shows, I try to talk the whole time, because I used to be into talk radio. Like, I worked at, volunteered at CKWR, my local community radio station. So, really, that was one of the things, is you couldn't leave dead air all the time on the air, so you always had to keep talking about something. And after doing that for a few years, it kind of just became a habit that I would do it every time when I'm recording. So if anyone's wondering how I ended up streaming like this, that's basically how. Now, I used to do a paranormal radio show every Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember now. And it was about 2 hours long. And the reason I had to quit doing it is I burnt myself out. I was working, a job 50 hours a week, and then doing the radio show thing. And then I had to, the radio show was a late night talk show. So every time the day after I would go in from doing it, I would be so tired, right? And it got to the point where it was like burning me out. So I managed to do it for over a year. I think around a year or so. Maybe, I can't even remember. I think I had the 1 year anniversary. Rob did a pretty cool gift for us. He gave us a bottle of wine that was non-alcoholic so we could drink it at the station and celebrate the year. Yeah, he's a good guy, and sadly his wife died this year, so big condolences to him if he's watching the show. It's fucking brutal. His wife was one of the nicest people I met at the radio station. Like, what happened was when I was doing the show at the radio station, they had the Christmas dinner, and everyone that was on my show that I knew bailed. So I didn't know anyone else at the radio station. So it was actually Rob's wife, Dorothy. She was super nice to me, introduced me to everyone, was like very welcoming. Where everyone else was kind of nervous, didn't really want to talk to me at first because I was a stranger, so it broke the ice. Yeah, and then I used to talk to her a lot on Facebook. She had all the greatest posts on Facebook. It's like, God, Facebook just isn't the same without her posts anymore. Alright, so yeah, let's do a little bit of the crafting run. I want something to cheer me up. Maybe Mindark will throw me a global one of these days for streaming. That's what I kind of hoped. Not that I'm doing it for globals. I swear. Alright, should I jump right into the titties or work my way up to them, right? Yeah, let's try the first tee. Now, I tried to remember all the other comments that people asked me to do a shout out in the show. No, at the end of my burnout working at the radio station, I started fucking chain smoking cigarettes to try to deal with the stress, helped to keep me awake while I was smoking. I was like, God, this is killing me, because I've already had like fucking issues with tumors that grew in my throat. I've got a whole clean bill of health now, so I shouldn't fuck it up by smoking. So it was either keep burning out or fucking stop doing the radio show, so I had to do that. Eventually I got my limits. I can't just keep pushing shit like crazy. Alright, this is pretty low. Let's try the other side of the T's. No, it was really fun and exciting doing local radio though. If anyone's into doing podcasting, it's kind of a neat thing to try out. I know it is kind of like going backwards in technology. It'd be like if you wanted to learn email, going to fucking using a telegraph machine or something. But there is a lot of practical things that you can learn from it. Like getting tricks from other people that have been doing radio for years professionally. You can sort of listen to them, see how they do the shows, try to adapt it to your podcast when you're finished doing radio. That was another reason why I got into doing public radio. I was doing a lot of volunteer. I actually even had to pay to volunteer. So I was paying, I think, what, $100 a year? And then in part of your membership, when you paid, you get to use all the studio equipment. So you could like record other stuff in a cool studio. But I was thinking that's kind of almost obsolete these days because everyone already has really cool recording studios in their basements usually, or wherever they're recording at home. It was actually our local library gave a thing where you could record too. They built a radio studio, so, and they even set it up for podcasting. And that was the other thing too. The one thing I had against our station was they weren't really set up for doing podcasting. I was thinking if they wanted to upgrade CKWR, what they should have done, or maybe they will in the future, is set it up with like a camera setup. So not only can you record your show, but you can broadcast it. Like not only broadcast on the radio, but also on YouTube. And then I noticed the whole copyright thing too. Like my buddy Rob, who's still at the station, I'm pretty sure when he tries to do his show and broadcast it onto different things like social media, they'll flag the music, even though he has the copyright for it because he's working at a radio station. So I don't know how that all works. Alright, that's enough failures for now. Or is it? Turn it up to full condition. Couple clicks. Yeah, so I don't know what else to try with my dream work tonight. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna take a few shots of vodka in the evening, so when I sleep, maybe I'll sleep a little bit better. I don't know, not that I get freaked out by nightmares too much, but God, it's annoying to happen every night. No, and too, if anyone's wondering about the Gravity Well special, if there's any more earthquake updates, like maybe if there's some big aftershocks or the tsunami hits, I'll cover it. Right, this crafting terminal, I don't know, is it just me or is it absolute shit? Oh, there's 15. I don't know, I find usually when I use blueprints this week and I bump it up to there, it'll give nothing, 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 and then a ped. So I'm kind of surprised this one's giving like 15 pec as a full condition success. It's kind of shitty. Oh, so that's why that guy ghosted me. It wasn't my message. It's because Mindberg fucked him over, and then instead of wanting to break the news to me, he just didn't respond. So yeah, if he's watching the show, I don't blame you, man. It's like, I don't hold it against you. You said you wanted to buy it, but I knew that there was a chance that the deal was always going to fall through anyways. And in Entropia, I've learned that when someone says they're going to buy something from you, don't count on it until after you've completed the trade. Because so many times people back out of the deal at the last second. I don't think we have the honor system much, or we're just on the honor system in Entropia. You can't hold them to their word. One thing I was really hoping for, maybe let's try that. Sometimes what I do is I just make it a hair up from full quality and see how many prints I get. Because man, if I could loot a recycle print, that's the one I'm looking for. Pretty sure the only time I've looted a recycle print when I was doing a crafting run, of these explosive projectiles. I can't remember which planet it was. Fuck, I wish I would have wrote it down. I'm thinking it was either Rocktropia or Monria. I'm pretty sure it was one of the two. Yeah, and then the amount of clicks I had on the recycle print was like around, I forget, like 20 or something. Boy, did it sell good. Can't remember if I got like 80 ped. It was ridiculous. So whatever how many clicks a recycle print would work out to 80 ped, that's how much I looted. But yeah, that was right. Like I was asking Raven Jade in the chat the other day. I'm like, how many shops do you own? She gave me a list of other shops, and I can't remember if she put the spaceport on there. I wonder if that, yeah, that should technically count as a shop. Because you can put, what is it, one of those shopkeepers in it. Well, it's kind of like an apartment shop in a way, but just a really kick-ass one. Yeah, it looks like I got one print there, but it wasn't a recycle print, unfortunately. It's a basic bearings. Every time I get the basic prints, I'm like just basically screwed. Basic shit, basic screw. Right, so tomorrow's episode, I'm pretty much sick of Calypso already. There's not really much action going on here other than an event. Oh, that was the thing. I checked out the Emon event thing on Entropia Zine, and they showed the whole migration path. I couldn't really even see too many locations near teleporters. So I was like, that one that he sent me to a shy or whatever, I guess I was pretty close to it. But having an event like that, nowhere even near a teleporter, kind of just discourages me to even try the event, because I don't want to go aimlessly looking for some event. I'd rather just be like, here's an event at this teleporter, go there, it's a huge shared loot mob, and it would be fun. I know some people are probably into the open world exploring and trying to find the Emons or whatever, however you say them. So yeah, all the power to you guys too. Sometimes, like when I was younger and had more patience, then I'd be more into exploring like that. Like, ah, fuck, I got all the time in the world. But once you reach a certain age, you start to realize that time is very limited. That's why I always laugh when I hear young people say they're killing time. Like, do you realize the time you're killing is going to be fucking the most prime time of your life, and you're going to look back and say, shit, I wish I would have enjoyed it more? And I think what it is, once you hit 30, it's like 10 years flies by like nothing. That's what I wonder too. It's like the older you get, it seems like time goes faster and faster. I should have asked my friend Beamer before he passed. It's like, man, how fast does time seem to pass for you? No, when I was at the campfire, we were talking about, like, as you get older, it's like usually every 5 years or so, you sort of look back and you're like, holy shit, I knew nothing back then. So it's like, how many times does that happen in your life where you look back and you're like, holy shit, I was an idiot? Does it keep happening like every 10 years, your whole life? Like, I even look back at my podcast archive and I'm like, holy shit. It's like I butchered some of those ones. Now I'm hoping with all the practice that I've been doing with Entropia streams and Clone Evolution streams, that once I'm back into the actual live streams with guests, I'll be able to do it a little better with all the practice. Practice makes perfect. Now, to tell you what are some of the stuff I'm going to do on Cyrene to make it exciting, is I'll show everyone where the maze mission is, where you get that axe. It was funny, that axe mission has changed quite a bit over the years. So like when I first went to get the axe, I'm pretty sure it was a limited item. So every time you used the maze axe and it ran out of trade terminal value, you had to TT it and go back and do the maze mission again. But eventually the Mind Art changed that so that the axe would be repairable, unlimited. I kind of wonder if that kind of screwed Cyrene over in a way, because they were getting a lot of people coming to their planet to get the axe over and over again. So I don't know what happened with that. Probably a little bit of... maybe they were happy about it, I don't know. Yeah, and how the weight loss or anything is going for me. I've basically cut out eating any extra sugar like candy or any sweets since I stopped vaporizing weed, because that's at the same time like you get that sensation of like being full all the time. So I was like, man, I might as well use that to my advantage and just cut out the junk food. It was weird, like, I don't know, like junk food addiction for me is almost the same thing as trying to quit smoking or trying to quit drinking booze or it's like such a powerful addiction. And the same thing, it's like the first day or two, even the third day is kind of like hell. But if you can stand those 3 days cold turkey, all of a sudden it's like I don't even crave sugar anymore. It's just fucking 3 days of hell. But quitting cannabis actually made that hell a lot less because I was already so full. My stomach was like, oh, I don't even need candy or donuts or fucking sugary pops. God. And I was getting all excited because I'm like, oh, my clothes are actually fitting again. And then I went and weighed myself on the scale. I think I gained 5 pounds. I was like, what the fuck? Why are my clothes fitting better, but I'm weighing more? I think maybe the workout put on a little muscle, or must be water weight. Yeah, so if you're doing this sort of thing, don't get too frustrated by looking at the numbers. I'm trying not to. Yeah, a lot of successes, but not really hitting many blueprints. So let's fuck this terminal and try a different one. Like, I'm pretty sure if I compared this terminal to the one I was using last time on, what planet was that, Two-Land? Then the Two-Land terminal was actually giving me a better return. See, I only got one print, or maybe it's pretty close to the same. Print-wise, it's the same. Let's swing by Twin Peaks and see what's happening there. No, Twin Peaks is actually the location that I met my friend Beamer. Yeah, see what happened was Beamer was helping different new players out, showing them how to sweat and stuff. And then eventually he built up a whole bunch of sweat that he wanted to sell, so he came to Twin Peaks. And I happened to be one of the sweat buyers and resellers. So as much as people make fun of sweat buyers and resellers, it's actually not that bad of an a profession, because you can meet some of your best friends doing that. Oh yeah, I'll do some more history of what it was like here back in the day. It's like people would be off sweating and stuff, and they'd be like trying to get money, and I would teach my disciples, if you wanted to get extra ped, you could just come to this room. Because back in the day, people would be like using these crafting machines, and after they got a whole bunch of those basically screwed prints, they would start stacking them like on top of the crafting machine for good luck. Sometimes they would throw them all over the ground. So what I would do is I would come and pick up all the prints, and then I could resell them either to other players, or I would just trade terminal them and start collecting the pack that way. So I kind of missed that. I'm not sure. I think MindArc did away with that feature because it was maybe using up too much system memory to have items laying around. But God, I really missed that. That was such a fun thing. Let's try a couple clicks at full. Buddy in the fucking Entropia or on Facebook was like, look at me, I got 1,000 ped Hall of Fame doing it. Oh, there we got a ped right off the bat. So I got 1 ped, he got 1,000. So he had a good click on that. Actually, I'm not going to push my luck there. Well, let's try a couple more. I was going to say I should just quit now while I'm ahead, but I'll have to lose some. Alright, that was horrible. I should have just quit. Yeah, I was tempted to make some lesser Elijah clicks, but only have one. Let's see if I could fish a couple more prints for the end of this episode. Yeah, so for tomorrow's episode, I'll head out to that other planet, what is it called, Cyrene, and I'll show you guys, I don't know, I'm starting to get a lot of viewers, so maybe what I'll do is show my best secret now, next episode. Hopefully not too many people start using it, because people won't go back into the archive and just abuse my favorite secret. No, and really my favorite secret isn't a foolproof method, so it can fail. So that's why I'm thinking that it's not that dangerous to share it, because maybe some people will go, oh, it's too risky, and not try it. But to be honest, I think over the past, like, I don't know, 2-3 years in Entropia, not to brag or anything, but I've probably made close to 7,000 ped doing this trick. So, yeah, I'll show you guys next episode. So now you viewers, you can try using the same trick I do and make a whole crap load of ped, but there'll be a catch. When you do this trick, it's going to give you a whole bunch of like really rare blueprints on Cyrene, and please just don't go to the auction and flood the auction with like super cheap prices. Like that will just kill the markup value and kill the whole trick. The only way the trick continues to work is when people don't do that. They just hoard all the prints and sell them sparingly at high prices. So yeah, I'm begging you guys, when I show you the trick tomorrow, please don't fucking flood it. If you do, it'll only make all of us lose ped. And we want more ped, I guess, right? Alright, so we hit the hour mark. I can't take too long today because I got a couple other episodes I need to record. This is already my second show that I've recorded today. I've got one more that I can do before I have to go help my uncle and carry him to the washroom a few times. Maybe feed him and dress him and that sort of thing. So yeah. Okay, thanks for watching today's episode, everybody. Hopefully it didn't freak out. What is it? Raven Jade, how I just randomly showed up at her spaceport. I hope she appreciated the shout out for her different, or her shop for her t-shirts. Hope everyone picks them up. And what else was there? Oh yeah, if you open the more links button, I've got everything there from Swagbucks, which gives you, it's like a cashback online rewards card. So if you sign up and use it, you can use it like an Air Miles card. It'll just keep building up points every time you buy stuff online, except it's cash. And then you can use those points to like buy like Amazon gift cards and stuff. And it's so weird too. I'll do an episode. Like say you build up $30 worth of bucks and then you want to buy those Amazon cards. You can usually use that 30 bucks, wait, and then they have sales on the Amazon cards and you can buy like a $50 card. So even though you only saved up 30 bucks worth, you're buying 50 with it of Amazon. And then you got that Amazon gift card, and then from there, that's worth like real money, right? So that Swagbuck thing is really wild. I hope everyone tries it out, signs up. The only shitty part with Swagbucks is it's a market research company. So how they're getting their money is after you make a purchase, they'll send you a little thing and they'll say, what did you buy? Did you like it? And was it a gift or something? And that's only the questions they ask. And it's just for market research purposes. And if you think that's a little intrusive, don't worry about it, because you'd be surprised how much of this market research data is already being collected from you without you even knowing. So, like say if you make a purchase through Amazon, they're tracking everything you do. Or if you did it through a Google search engine, they're already tracking it all. So all these companies are already fishing our market research data. So that's why I figure, hey, we might as well get paid for it, right? So yeah, that's the coolest one. The Entropia Partners one, no one has signed up for that one yet. That's the only affiliate link no one has yet. So if anyone can sign up for Entropia Partners, that would really help me out. And what was the other ones? Oh yeah, Hideout TV. Hideout TV, you just get paid to watch like a service similar to YouTube, and you're getting paid. And then you can cash out in different ways. And one of the ways you can cash out is directly into directly into Entropia partners, which then you can take into Entropia. So Hideout is a little bit of extra work, but man, it has really good payouts some days. And if you're ever wondering on my Knowing Entropia page on Facebook, yeah, I should give that a shout. I often share the links, or I used to share the links for Hideout TV for that. So I'll try to keep doing that more often, because a lot of people have signed up. What was the other one? I've got another one. You can get paid to play video games. And fuck, I keep forgetting the name of it, for God's sakes. I said it like 100 times yesterday to try to remember. Didn't get it into my long-term memory. I'll have to try again tonight, but yeah, so there's that one where you can get paid to play video games. And yeah, listening to music, surveys, all that jazz. What else was there? Oh yeah, if you happen to be using the crafting terminal and it spits out some metal residue and it goes right through the computer monitor into your vaporizer and you get a hoot of metal residue and tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. See, I'm telling people to give the show a dislike and surprised when it happens. No, but if that doesn't happen, you can give the show a like. Like I was saying before, it really helps my motivation to keep getting these shows going. And yeah, for God's sakes, don't forget the most important part. Never ever purchase the products from my sponsor, because I swear, it will ruin your life. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Don't forget, I also have a Patreon. You can subscribe, watch the video playlist. Everything helps me.